All right, I've got a fun one for you today. This is Ascendancy of multiple types. We're basically running Broker's Ascendancy. This is a 3 mana card that at the beginning of your end step puts counters on all your stuff and loyalty counters on all your planeswalkers. So this is one of the Ascendancies, but we're also running Simic Ascendancy, which has an interesting synergy with that card. Simic Ascendancy is a card that has never really seen that much play since it came out in Ravnica a couple years ago. And I remember playing this in my limited drafts and stuff like that. I remember losing to this card. And it was, it never really got to see much play, but I tried to make it work in this deck. So basically, this is a token synergy deck where we are trying to do things like land some early planeswalkers that are going to make creatures, and then we want to use Broker's Ascendancy to proliferate them. In addition, we're going to have things like Stonecoil Serpent and the Ozolith to make use of our 1/1 counters, and there is things like Vorinclex that can double those things. And then, we also have some, since we're playing Planeswalkers, we can afford to be playing board wipes as well, so things like Farewells, Fateful Absences are pretty good, and Supreme Verdict. And then we have 2 Search Riskantas to help us find what we're trying to do. We have Cultivates to just try to ramp as hard as we can into the top end. And yeah, like I said, Ozolith, Simic Ascendancy, Broker's Ascendancy as our payoffs. That is pretty much the deck. It's really linear. Surprisingly, this deck actually does pretty well. I don't know if it's the matchups on Arena or what, but we typically do pretty well, I would say. Granted, I've only played a few games after I lost to this deck, but, we're going to go out here and try to see if we can do things with it. Let's go play some games. Okay, here we are in round 1. We have a Teo to start, and we have a Broker's Ascendancy, so this hand seems good to me. We can run out a Stonecoil Serpent early if we need to. I will lead on the Breeding Pool. And we're going to hold Stonecoil to try to get Simic Ascendancy to start working. Eater of Virtue. That's an interesting one. Didn't really expect to see that. I am going to not play the Simic Ascendancy just yet. We're going to start with Brokers, then probably go into a Teo and Stonecoil play. And then we will drop a Simic Ascendancy once things start happening. And this is kind of cool. So we're playing against a mirror match in terms of counters. So I'm going to start with a Teo. We are going to minus Teo. And pass turn. You can put him down to 1 loyalty next turn. Then I think the move is to play Brokers. Or I can start with a Cultivate, not really sure. Retrofitter, okay. So they're going to make Eater of Virtue into 4/4. Whoa. Oh boy. Alright, so that's pretty big. They're going to attack me directly. I won't block that. So if I shock, I can play Brokers and a Stonecoil for 1. Then activate Teo. Shock this. Cultivate is on 1 under the battlefield tapped. Yeah, I'm going to just run this out and get a Stonecoil Serpent out for 1. Okay, my things start to get bigger, and we have something going on here. So how this generally works is that with Broker's Ascendancy out, Teo will be able to every other turn make a creature, which is nice. So we don't really feel too bad about having to block. Okay, so this is just artifact aggro, pretty much. I will block here. And I guess I'll block here because I don't want to take 7 damage. Oh, we do take a poison counter. Okay. So let us go ahead and cultivate and then play Simic Ascendancy. We have a Farewell next turn. So I gotta get 1 white mana. And I think I'll do another blue. Put the white onto the battlefield. The blue will be fetched out. Blue or green. I guess I'll get a green. And then let's go ahead and simic Ascendancy. And I won't attack, and we will either let them kill Teo or we will take some beats. As long as they can't make their things unblockable. Nine, 10, 11. Oh, they have exactly lethal. Please attack Teo. No! That's a bummer. We were so close. Yeah, next turn I would have just farewelled them and then we would have won the game. Dang. Super close. Okay, that was round one. Just barely lost to aggro. Let's move on to round two. Okay, so we have Broker's Ascendancy in this hand. Can't cast it though. Fateful Absinthe and Stone Coil is fine though. So we'll lead with a Ozolith, then get a Stone Coil out for 2 next turn. Okay, let's go ahead and shock this out. We'll get a Stone Coil in for 2. Alright, and then if we find a green mana source, we are looking good. Alright, well, we'll have to just kill their wall. I guess I'm okay just kind of chilling here. Do not think that it's worth it to Fateful Absence. Alright, so now we're kind of broken without a green mana source. Green is one of the more important colors in this deck to be able to hit. At least I will be able to take out this Narset.
I prefer a peaceful resolution.
Go ahead and just kill Narset. That's much better than killing one of these 0/4s. So it looks like we're playing against 5 color? 4 color. No, 5 color. Wait. What is she missing? Green? Yeah, so this is 5 color Planeswalkers. Okay. Oof, another Ascendancy. Well, nothing much to do here. We gotta just wait until we get that green land. Passing turn. There's our green land. Perfect. We'll just run out of Broker's Ascendancy. See if they want to counter that. Sweet. So now one more green source means Nissa. Otherwise we Brokers again. Cool, and we can pay for that Esper Sentinel. Ooh. Well, that's absolutely worth giving them a card for. Unless this gets countered. Which, maybe it will. I don't know what they're doing. So we're going to immediately activate and make a forest into a 3/3.
Harness the elements.
I suppose I will not bother to attack. Next turn, though, it's good. So I think I am about to lose some stuff. Maybe, maybe not. Really? That's interesting. So I can... think I can Simic and Vorinclex. So make 2/4. Then I have... yeah, I think I have enough. Okay, so Simic first. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total mana. So I can pay for this. Okay, then we're going to activate this, reanimate that.
The land shall conquer you.
I'm going to go to combat and swing with everything. Well, I actually don't know if I want to swing with everything. I'll swing with the Stone Coil. See if they have Settle the Wreckage for me. They have 136 cards in deck, which is supremely scary. And now let's just run out the Vorinclex. Alright, now everything gets really big because of Vorinclex, and Simic Ascendancy goes ham. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, we got 16 counters on Simic Ascendancy. They are dead in a turn. Okay, destroy all creatures is okay. We get all those counters onto the Ozolith. Our Simic Ascendancy is about to go off next turn. Doesn't even matter. Okay, so I can just go ahead and, well, first of all, I'm going to minus Nissa, because how often do you really get to do this? Oh yeah, that's so much fun. Look at all those forests. Enters tapped, enters tapped, enters tapped, enters tapped. Boom! And now let's go ahead and Stone Coil for 3. Boop. And so then we're going to move to combat. Ozolith gets to put all of the counters onto Stone Coil. Yep. I will do this. Oh! That's pretty cool. I will take action. So they actually missed the timing on this one. They should have waited until whenever. It would be at the end of their turn they can do this. So they have to now tuck it with Teferi. Okay. Alright, well now we got all the mana, so let's go ahead and brokers again. I am going to plus on this, then go ahead and swing at opponent. Yeah, if they exile my stuff, it's okay. I can still just, oh, it's Teferi's protection, sure. Then I will kill their Teferi first. Alright, well, they do get to survive just a little bit here. Oh, thank you, computer. And, yeah, I guess we're just passing the turn here. Our stuff gets a little bit bigger. And now we have Crushing Inevitability on our side. A Golos, huh? Lotus Field, okay. It's a little bit late for that one. So they have a Sacrificial Golos right now, and then eventually they will die. Another Teferi's protection, okay. We might as well just cultivate, get more lands out of the deck. I realize that that does shuffle away our Simic Ascendancy. Whoops. Might as well play that, and then I will just not bother. Alright. I can actually double this emblem. Get that redundant emblem. So opponent does get to activate with Golos. Let's see what they play. I mean, we can still get comboed out here somehow. Our opponent is thinking for quite the while. Alright, let's see what they hit. Oh my god, they hit 2 lands and a Cosmos Elixir. What an L. Alright, they're out of there. We did it! So that was the Broker's Ascendancy plan. Got there right on round 2. So that was a good one. Let's move on to round 3. Okay, we're in round 3. This hand doesn't really have too much. This one's got a Teo and a Broker's. Seems good to me. I think I will get rid of Nissa. Alright. Lead on an Ozolith. Venser, so this is Proliferation. We'll see if that ends up being a thing that is worth killing. Since I drew the second Teo, I'm going to play that first. My guess is they're probably going to play more creatures. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, here's a Teo. Do I get counterspelled? I'm pretty fine if they counterspell this. Oh, not really what I thought. Okay.
My protection. You can be at your best. Talk to the wall.
They're thinking for quite a while. What do you do after you have this thing? How are you going to deal more damage to me? I'm going to move to combat. I will let this Teo die. I guess I just play Broker's Ascendancy next turn.
Serve better next time.
What's next for their proliferation? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So I think now it makes sense to just kill that thing since it seems to be something they're building around. Then I'm just going to get Stone Coil out as a 1/1 so that it can get going with Brokers next turn. Alright, so what do they do after they lose that creature? What's next? Okay. So this is truly just Infect. Good to know. I'm going to cast a Stone Coil for 3 and see if they want to trade with it. And actually it won't be a trade because I get to move the Ozolith counter onto it. Nice. Alright, Ozolith still gets the counters though, so that's good. If I get another white mana, do I still play a Johnny is the next question. I think I'd probably like to get Teo out pretty soon. Okay, Hollowed Fountain. I can Play this tapped first. I'm gonna put out the Teo. And then I'm going to make the creature and make it bigger with the Ozolith. No, okay. And I will decline the move. So my Johnny does need to hit the battlefield. It's going to be kind of a bummer if it doesn't. Alright, we're up to 5 poison counters now. Go to 10. So I'm halfway on poison and on life, so I gotta fight through both sides of this thing. Let's play the Ajani. Okay, so they're gonna look for a quench or something. And I'm going to go to 6 poison counters. Okay. Does this resolve? Okay, so I am going to get a Johnny, and they're going to look for some sort of removal spell. Luckily, I will now be able to get around the Drown and Ichor at least.
Our true strength lies in our friends.
Now it's a 6/6. I think they probably took something to kill a Johnny or the creature. They might spend their turn doing both. That Blast Zone's on 3, so I gotta kind of watch out for Broker's Ascendancy. Well, I'll just sack the Planeswalker then. We're up to 8, and we might end up losing this one. Okay, this does not do too much right now. Another proliferate thing, well, toxic rather. So I need to be able to kill this, and I actually don't have a way to do it. So we're on a 2-turn clock. Vorinclex is almost good. Can't really do anything but drop this out. Okay, so my thing is a 3-turn clock. They have 2-turn clock in the air, but if I get an untapped land, I might be able to get through with Vorinclex. Do they block this? They do, okay. This gets bigger. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. It's gonna be a photo finish. Okay, they go in with that thing. We're at 9 poison counters. We need to find removal. Losing Broker's Ascendancy is not bad. Alright, they're gonna pass to us. We get a Nissa. Nissa unfortunately doesn't do anything. All that we can do is untap our force and swing in for 10. And then we die to poison. Well, we came close. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it. Opponent gets to go to combat and swing. We do not have flying blockers. Okay, and we are dead. So that was round 3. Let's go ahead and move on to round 4. We got 2 more tries of this thing. Let's go. Alright, we're going into round 4 with the Ascendancy deck. This has Ozolith, Teo, and Stone Coil, huh? What if I play Ozolith, get a Teo down, then a Stone Coil? Then the walls start to have some actual defense to them. Okay. Okay, show swamp. Is it a Thoughtseize? It's an Inquisition, so we're gonna lose one of these things. This Inquisition, unfortunately, is as good as a Thoughtseize right now. So if we're playing against discard, I'm going to let that come in tapped. We're going to get the Ozolith out. Then, I think if we maintain our hand and they don't Thoughtseize again, I'm going to try to get Brokers out. Okay, so they're going to Thoughtseize us, probably take Brokers. Or they'll take Teo, I don't really know. Okay. I'm just going to get Broker's Ascendancy out real quick. And then we can start going to town with Teo on the following turn. Tenacious Underdog with Blitz, okay. Okay, so Spar's Headquarters coming in tapped. I think I'll do that. Then I'm going to Teo. I'm going to minus Teo. Just get a creature onto the battlefield. That is now big enough to block Tenacious Underdog, so if they want to get through, they need to save their mana for Ebon Legion. Okay, looks like my creature just dies. Okay. Well, we're going to get a counter onto the Ozolith, and I assume we just lose Teo. Alright, well, he at least saved us some life. I'd rather have Search for his Conta out. I will target this and decline. Okay. So now we just have to go ramp and hope that we find something. Opponent has a Phyrexian Arena, which is going to be pretty good for them. Simic Ascendancy is not the move right now. They'll know that something's up. I'm going to Cultivate now. Spar's Headquarters is everything that we need, so I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Put the green into play, and then I'll use the blue mana now, and then I can Fateful Absence when they pump the Knight, if they decide to do that. Phyrexian Obliterator. Okay, so that will be what I kill. We're going to take 5. I'm just going to kill it now. Okay, so we got to start doing something here. Brokers is not the move. We need a creature. And I will transform my Azcanta. I'm going to have to activate it right away. All we find is a Cultivate. That really doesn't feel good. Get a second white source and another green. Put the white source in, play the green for turn. And we are almost dead. That's kind of annoying. So all they really need to do is keep hitting us and then play something. We are... This is +3/+3, so we're not totally dead. We're very close now. And I can draw a board wipe, and that's it. Broker's Ascendancy is not the move, so this has to find a board wipe. Darn. Unfortunate. We were not able to get there again. That's kind of unfortunate, honestly. Oh well, it is what it is. So we are moving on to game 5 here. Let's try to finish strong. Alright, we're in the final round here. And we have what I would assume is a better hand. We have a Cultivate into double a Johnny and Brokers. Lead on this. No turn 1 or turn 2 play. And we're playing against Mill. Don't know how I feel about that. I think the answer is that I should not feel good. We'll have to see how quick they are. There's our Vorinclex. Landing Cacophony, sure. Okay, so I'm going to Cultivate. And we just have to go as linear as possible against our opponent. I'm I'm not worried about dying through combat, so Teo doesn't need to come out yet, or at all, really. Okay, so next turn we have 5 mana. Alright, there's the Jace that's going to mill us for a bunch. We're going to go down to 20 cards.
Flesh.
Well, not 20 cards. Well, 26.
Nothing could be more
Okay.
vulnerable than your memory.
This is going to be interesting. So I can get Teferi out. Teferi scales a bit more.
Cool doesn't mean we have to
Alright.
be overly sick. It's nice to see a familiar face.
I think I want to play in a Johnny as well, and then do Broker's things. Get another Jace. I mean, it's getting pretty close already.
On the facts.
Now they get to draw 3 cards. That is gnarly. Down to just 18 cards in hand already. That is impressive. I'm going to play a Johnny now. Minus. I'm going to minus Jace as well. We're going to go ahead and try to kill their Jace. See if they want to trade the crab for it. They do. Good. Okay, so now I just Broker's Ascendancy, hopefully twice next turn, and then we just try to beat down. I think I might just be dead soon, though. Okay, so they have another Jace coming, which means that I'm just dead now, exactly. Wow, they had it. That was pretty cool. Jace is a fun deck. I've already played this sort of mill deck on the channel already. It's quite fun, I will say. And now we are dead due to mill. So I think we were probably about, what, 1 to 2 turns away? It could have happened. Unfortunately, the mill deck can just get there. But that's how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. We got to see this deck do its thing a little bit. And yeah, another fun one for the channel. Happy that I got to showcase it. This is quite an interesting one. I don't do Super Friends very often, but there is power to be found in even the smaller, less meta planeswalkers like Teo. So definitely a fun one. If you have any wild cards left over, you might as well give it a try. It ends up not being super expensive. I mean, there's some mythic planeswalkers, but at least the other ones are just uncommons. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave me a like, drop a subscribe, do whatever. But thank you for being here anyways. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace out and have a good one.